Welcome back to Selling on Giants, e-commerce news and updates. I'm Mr. Will, host of the Selling on Giants podcast. This week, we're breaking down Amazon Accelerate 2025, 4 days of stage lights, AI buzzwords, and seller updates that will actually change how you run your business. My job is to sift through the noise and give you the strategy behind the announcements. Let's start with Andy Jassy's opening on day one. He leaned hard on Amazon's culture of why questions, telling sellers that staying scrappy is the company's DNA. He reminded us that 60% of units sold on Amazon come from third-party sellers, that the average seller grosses close to 300 grand a year, and that over 55,000 sellers now clear $1 million in sales annually. It was a subtle reminder. Amazon knows its engine runs on independent sellers, but it also knows those sellers will grow fastest inside Amazon's ecosystem. Every announcement that followed tied back to that theme. And the headline of the week? Agentic AI. Amazon's new seller assistant doesn't just answer questions, it acts. It can spot gaps, generate campaigns, reorder stock, and even ship. Inside Seller Central, it's like hiring a virtual manager with no PTO. The promise is speed. The risk is trust. It won't know your margins, your seasonality, or your strategy, so treat it as muscle, not brain. Now, while Amazon's flexing its AI chops, it also dropped creative AI tools that democratize high-quality advertising. From a simple product description, you can spin up videos, images, and audio assets. And the new Creative Studio can even act like a virtual art director, pulling in your brand voice and suggesting campaigns. Early tests showed a 12% lift in sales. Sounds great, but remember, when everyone has the same creative toys, the real differentiator is still your brand story. Speaking of data, Accelerate was all about democratization. The clean room is now open to any sponsored products advertiser, not just DSP buyers. That means you can track attribution beyond last click and finally connect the dots between spend and sales. Pair that with new advanced analytics, profit dashboards, funnel drop-off reports, and projections for expected results. And sellers suddenly have the kind of visibility enterprise brands have had for years. The catch? More data is only useful if you have the discipline to act on it. On the logistics side, Amazon quietly retired Commingling. For years, sellers worried about their branded inventory getting mixed with knockoff stock. That ends now. Pair that with new returns upgrades like partial refunds for minor defects, replacement parts instead of full returns, and one-day reimbursements. And you've got a logistics system that's starting to look less like a black box and more like a controllable profit center. And if you're running multi-channel, Amazon tossed you a bone. Multi-channel fulfillment is now integrated with Walmart.com, Shopify, and soon Shein. That means you can sync orders across platforms, hand off fulfillment to Amazon, and even send proof of delivery photos to DTC customers. For brands building outside Amazon's walled garden, this is a trust multiplier. Let's shift to brand strategy tools. Shoppable Collections are coming to A+ content. Think curated bundles with deal badges and product links that encourage bigger baskets. Opportunity Explorer got a brain transplant, now surfacing market demand gaps and niche category overviews. That means you can validate ideas faster and launch products with better odds of success. And the FBA New Selection program sweetened the pot with rebates, waived storage fees, and even free liquidation. For sellers on the fence about testing new SKUs, this is Amazon practically paying you to try. Now, day 2 was all about smarter product launches. The new regional launch option lets you test SKUs with smaller inventory commitments while still keeping fast delivery. For anyone burned by over-ordering, this is a lifeline. Pair that with sales performance forecasts, automatic search placement boosts, and even creator collaborations. And Amazon's essentially saying, if you launch smart, we'll push traffic your way. Ritu Java's session tied a bow on all this. She mapped AI tools to the 5 stages of customer awareness, from people who don't even know they have a problem to those ready to buy now. Her warning was clear. Amazon's AI optimizes for efficiency, not persuasion. Sellers who let AI write their entire launch strategy will sound like everyone else. The winners will be the ones layering in psychology, sensory language, and brand nuance. And don't miss the ecosystem plays. PayPal is now integrated for checkout. TikTok ads can now be piped directly into Amazon. Vine reviews are smarter with pre-launch enrollment and expert matching. Add in B2B upgrades like bulk order fee discounts and QuickBooks lending lines up to $5 million. And you can see the direction. Amazon isn't just a sales channel anymore. It's becoming your operating system. So what do you do with all this? Here's the playbook leaving Accelerate. Keep the seller assistant on a leash. Let it handle tasks, not strategy. Use creative AI to save time, but layer your brand voice back in. Run clean room reports regularly. The sellers who master attribution first will outspend the rest. Take advantage of Commingling's retirement. Market the authenticity of your inventory. Pilot multi-channel fulfillment with Walmart.com and Shopify to cut down ops chaos. Experiment with Shoppable Collections and A+ to drive bigger baskets. Test new SKUs through regional launch and grab those FBA rebates before they disappear. Check Voice of Customer every week. It's free R&D. And if you're ready for scale, explore TikTok ads, Vine upgrades, and even DSP audio as add-ons. That's your Amazon Accelerate 2025 recap. From Andy Jassy's reminder that Amazon is still the world's largest startup to Rita Java's lesson on buyer psychology, from Agentic AI to Commingling's retirement, the message is clear. Amazon's building the rails for you to grow faster. The question is whether you keep your hands on the wheel or let Amazon drive. If this saved you hours of sifting through press releases and LinkedIn hot takes, leave a review wherever you're tuning in. It helps us keep the lights on and gets sharper voices on Selling on Giants. I'm Mr. Will, host of Selling on Giants. See you next week.